This will never work! Guys, have you ever been let down by the big name, like for example, Elgato and their HD60 Pro, the card that's supposed to be great at $300? Well, I have. And the simple thing is, all I wanted to do was hook up my camcorder, which is a 4K camcorder, pass it through, and record 1080p out so I could stream live video for you guys using the camcorder. Well, it failed. What it did, it would give me like a milky white screen, seeing everything in the background perfectly clear, but it wouldn't get rid of the haze. Now, this could be a software issue with the software I'm using, but it is the software that I'm using, and it is compatible with the Hd60 Pro. Now, the Hd60 Pro is supposed to have a pass-through and downscale the 4K to 1080p, which is all I wanted. So a few things that I did was I downscaled my camcorder to 1080p. No result changed. It was the same thing over and over and over. So, how do we solve that? We're going to try it with this Foscomax USB 3 input device. So this guy claims a 4K pass-through, 1080p out recording. I should not get the milky feeling, or to see, or to view, or to whatever, and maybe I can do some live streaming for you guys. So let's sit back, relax, and see what this guy here can do, and hopefully can do what Elgato couldn't. Box, it's actually pretty simple. I mean, you get your all brushed aluminum device, which is pretty nice. It's got a USB. It does actually have a USB in, which is a USB A to A, which is something different. I don't see that very often, but it's A to A USB 3.0. It has a headphone jack and a microphone jack, so you can actually directly plug in your devices here for your audio recording, which is pretty nice at the same time. You have your HDMI in and out like any other recording device should have. A fairly thick HDMI cable, so pretty happy about that. In this case, I won't be needing it, but it's nice to have that extra HDMI for when you are doing the in to the out. Of course, your USB A to A, USB 3.0 cable, and it's a nice blue. And then the cable that I was ecstatic about, because I actually have this feature on this computer, and that is USB-C to USB 3. So that's what I'm going to try and hook it up with today, and see if we can get that smooth audio. What was happening with the other cards that I have, if it wasn't giving me the white screen of goo, shall we say, it was the voice and the picture were not lined up, and it's too much work to try and fix that. It should not be. I want zero delay, and if I have that delay before YouTube, it's going to look really bad. It's going to look like I'm doing some sort of foreign "I'll kill you" movie, you know, like back in the old days when we translated the Chinese martial art games or movies to English. The lips were moving, there was nothing, and then the chatter later, and that's exactly what I was getting. So let's see if we can get zero delay on this, fix that problem. Now we have the HDMI adapter hooked up. It's going through a very long HDMI because, of course, this camera could be put just about anywhere in this room. And then it goes into this device, and from the USB 3.0 into the USB-C. So now what I have to do is I have to start up my software, which will be XSplit Gamecaster, and we're going to see if it recognizes it, because that is the most important part of the whole thing. If that doesn't recognize, the unit's pretty useless. I'm now recording. There's no whiteout on my screen whatsoever, so everything seems to be working like I would want it. So at this point, I won't know if my lips are moving with the sound until I play that back, so let's check that out. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, and hopefully this little guy here can let me live stream and not look like I'm doing some old martial art movie. So, just in case that is got to be recording my sound, I'm now recording. There's no whiteout on my screen whatsoever, so everything seems to be working like I would want it. So at this point, I won't know if my lips are moving with the sound until I play that back, so let's check that out. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, and hopefully this little guy here can let me live stream and not look like I'm doing some old martial art movie. There you have it. It looks pretty darn close. I'm very impressed with it. The image quality is decent. Remember, that would be what I would expect from a live stream. That was also in bad lighting. So if I was to, you know, change my lighting a bit, whatever, I'm going to have quite a decent production to look at. So overall, sometimes the big name is not the big answer. And you can get everything you need out of just a $100 device versus a $300 device. And I've now learned a valuable lesson. I own 3 Elgato devices. I have the Elgato HD, which I cannot get rid of because that's got the old RCAs and component and everything on it for doing retro consoles, so it's great. Then I have the Hd60, which I bought as a backup, and that's the external. Then I bought the Hd60 Pro for $280 or whatever it was plus tax, and it failed and let me down bad. The reason why I wouldn't count the other 2 externals into this idea was because they're USB 2.0 and there's the lag, which I did try on another device I had, and there was delay between my voice and the chatter, so it wasn't going to work out. This little great device here from Foscomax, 4K in, 1080p recording out. I actually have my camera going in at 2160p just to give it a little more lift, and it still took the video and produced what I wanted. So I'm very impressed with this. Again, you can do whatever you want with lighting and fix things and make things as beautiful as possible. But at this point, I am definitely sold. $100 solved my problem. Now when I go to live stream, for example, computer builds, or just me being stupid, you guys get to see it in clarity, not from a webcam. So guys, this is my thought and take on the Foscomax Elgato replacement for $100. I'll leave a link down below if you're looking to get something like this and you're looking to save a ton of money. Remember, it's $99 Canadian, therefore it should be cheaper US. So all my US friends out there, if you're looking to get something as an Elgato equivalent, this is your answer. It'll solve all your problems and save your pocket. So guys, till next time, thank you for watching. Hopefully I saved you money. Game over.